Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Let's get started. The Ottawa Senators played against the Toronto Maple Leafs in Ottawa, the Battle of Ontario. This game was very physical and very violent. To start things off, very early in, 19 seconds in, Zach Smith scored, assisted by Mark Methot, and Mark Stone a 2-on-1 one-timer, and it put the Senators up 1-0. 3 minutes later, Mickey Zibanejad had another one-timer on the 2-on-1 score, assisted by Jean-Gabriel Pageau and Erik Karlsson. 3 minutes later, Bobby Ryan from the hash mark scored, assisted by Chris Weidman and Craig Anderson, his first assist or point of the 2015-16 season. That was a weak goal by James Reimer, and he was pulled, putting Bernier in net. Going to the second period, 7 minutes in, after multiple big saves by Bernier start off the period, Curtis Lazar scored, assisted by Erik Karlsson and Ryan Dzingel, the newly called up winger from the Binghamton Senators. And congratulations, Ryan Dzingel, on your first career National Hockey League point. Welcome to the NHL. That was the only goal in the second period. Going to the third period, 39 seconds in, another quick goal from Mark Stone, assisted by Karlsson and Zach Smith. Now, earlier in the first, or was it the second period, Mark Stone tripped Bozak, I believe, or was it Lupo, or Kadri, one of the players, and it clipped him in the face, and it looked like it cut his eyes, which could have ended his career. Luckily, he just got his nose, and he was back on the bench moments later. So Mark Stone scored, and then Curtis Lazar scored a second goal of the night, and his second is for the first time in his NHL career scoring 2 goals in a game, assisted by Alex Chiasson and Erik Karlsson, put the Senators up 6-1, 6-0. But Pierre-Alexandre Parenteau, or P.A. Parenteau, scored. This is by Daniel Wick and Dion Phaneuf on a 2-on-1 tip-in, and that made it a 6-1 game, but it ended there. Craig Anderson ending the night with 26 saves on 27 shots. Senators win 6-1, a huge 2-1, 2 points, and an embarrassing loss for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Senators got 25 shots on net, and are now over 500 again. So good points out of the game. The Senators came out strong. The penalty kill was great, and they just didn't give a lot of chances to Toronto. Hopefully they could keep this momentum against Tampa Bay on Monday, because they could start going streaking and possibly make a run for the playoffs like last year. So that game's on February 8th, 2016, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, RDS and TSN 5. So like I was saying, hopefully the Senators can go streaking, go on a huge winning streak. Next game is against Tampa, then Detroit, but then it goes to like teams like Colorado and Columbus and Buffalo and Carolina. Like 5 games in a row that's like 10 points right there. So not 10 points, sorry, but you know what I mean. So basically, they need to get those wins, 20 points. They need to get those wins, and if they get those wins, they should be able to make the playoffs. Get out of those 5 games, like I just mentioned there, get 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5 wins, and a couple of losses to help us on the way, and I see 1 or 2 points out of a playoff spot, and get us right back in there. We're 5 points out of the playoff spot now. So as currently, here are the standings. For the Pittsburgh win, they are 3rd in the Metropolitan Division. So the wild card now, Detroit with 60 points, New Jersey with 59 points, and out of a playoff spot for the first time this season, the Islanders with 58 points, Carolina with 56, Philadelphia with 55, Montreal and Ottawa tied with 54, and then Buffalo with 48 after an overtime loss to Boston, Toronto, and Columbus with 47 points. So that's the standings. And now here are some stats. In the matching a season-high 4 assists, Erik Karlsson has moved into a tie with Heatley for the 7th place among all-time Sens with 362 points, and congratulations, Erik Karlsson. And another stat, via Elias Sports, Erik Karlsson from the Ottawa Senators is first defenseman to post multiple 4+ assist games in a season since 1994-95, which was Chris Chelios. Like us on Facebook, SENS Talk. Follow us on Twitter @plant_Brandon for SENS analysis and NHL analysis. That's my personal Twitter account. Follow us on Twitter @SensTalk1992 for breaking news and SENS game updates and breaking news. Add us to your circles of Google Plus at SENS Talk. Click the big red button down there, subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Like this video if you appreciate the Senators 6-1 win, and comment below what you liked about the game, of course. And like And subscribe to my personal YouTube account, Brandon Plant. We are putting NHL 16 videos there during the week. I'll see you in the next video. 6-1 win. Huge 2 points. Go Sens go.